Hi, my friends. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing this week? I hope you're doing good. It's the middle of the week, and I wanted to share this story of a realization I had on my inner work self-love journey and at the very beginning. And there was this moment that I made this realization. And the realization was, if my kids learn from example, and I want the best thing for my kids, and they're the one that I love the most, I'm going to love the most in the world, then I should treat myself how I should treat my how I would want my kids to be treated. Like, I should hold myself up to the same standard that I would like my kids to have, and how they treat themselves and how they treat others and how they act. I think it's easy to talk down on yourself or accept less for yourself, because in this world we have a habit of letting others go first. And it's funny because in trying in Mandarin, we have this word called zhang, which I have been thinking a lot about lately. And this is a word that my mom had taught me a lot and drilled into me about how to treat others. And it's to let others go first. It's to put others before yourself. You could say that. And although I do think that this is a wonderful, admirable trait, I realized that I had made myself small for other people. And that I was willing to let something slide that I shouldn't have let slide. And so early on in my self-love journey, my inner work journey, I made the realization that I should treat myself the way that I would want my child to be treated. Because if I am the example that my kid will learn from, then I don't want my kid to have anyone mistreat them, to belittle them. So I should treat myself the way that I want my kids to be treated. Because if I saw my kid accepting treatment that was less than the best, then I would feel really hurt and I would feel really sad. And because my future children will be learning from me, they would be learning from how I let others treat me, how I treat myself. They will be learning all of that from me. And that is the best advice I have for you. If you're struggling to love yourself, if you're struggling to hold kindness for yourself, is just to remember that I don't want someone treating my kid this way. I don't want someone treating my child this way. And if they're going to learn from me, then I don't want them to learn something bad. And even if you don't want kids, I think this is a wonderful, wonderful advice. because even if you don't want kids, you have someone you love, right? And you don't want that person to be mistreated badly. So don't treat yourself that way. And that brings me to the most important point, is to talk to yourself with love. There is so many times where I hear people talk down on themselves or compare themselves to other, and I will admit that there are times when I've done this, I still do this, but I've really tried to make it a habit to not do it, not talk down on myself, not compare myself to others, because if you are mistreating yourself, then how can you ask someone else to treat you well? I don't know if that came out quite right. I guess what I'm saying is that if you are showing yourself the kind of love that you deserve, then you will not be able to accept less than that kind of love from someone else. And talking to yourself with love is also so important because you want to show yourself you love yourself. I feel like to be able to talk to yourself kindly is that first step in your self-love journey. It's that first step in the journey to healing yourself and healing your inner wounds. Give me 1 second, my cat's trying to escape. Okay, I'm back. I think sometimes taking those actions of loving yourself can be a little harder to take, but that first action of talking to yourself with love and being nice to yourself is, to me, I think the easiest step, the easiest first step in your self-love journey. And it's so important to talk to yourself with love and to be kind to yourself. I mean, in many ways, I think that the world is harsh enough to you, and you don't need to do that to yourself. So yeah, on this beautiful Wednesday, this is my message to you guys, to talk to yourself with love. I hope you practice it and let me know how it goes. I'll see you soon. Bye.